So it looks like we got a whole bunch of new stuff coming from Lego. I know I just put one together. Let's see what's coming soon.
TayRayGun's Legos, bricks and toys.
Alright, toy fans, so here we got a whole new slew of sets that are coming soon. I'm showing 81 products, and this is all stuff that is showing as the coming soon, not stuff that's just out. But I kind of wanted to look at some of the things that were coming up, and just kind of like pinpoint them and look at it. So we've got the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar. That one actually looks pretty cool. I know that there's some minifigs. They've got that gray Jawa, which I think is pretty cool. The IG-88, was it the Mando with the sweater on? Like, some of this looks pretty cool. I love this kind of like Grogu here that's in the Christmas sweater. So there's some pretty decent stuff here. I'm liking this. Moff Gideon. So this, I don't normally I do the advent calendars for like Brickcraft and some of those. I don't normally do the Lego ones, but this might be a good like yearly start. I don't often do a lot of Star Wars, but this could be actually pretty cool. We also have that Marvel advent calendar. 24 gifts. Man, 317 pieces. Not bad. Again, $45, same as the other. Now, these are launching September 1st, so that's when these will be coming out. Nice. Looks like we got a whole scene here. Some pretty cool looking stuff. I don't see quite as much of a breakdown of everything. Seems kind of not lackluster, but it doesn't seem like we have like a lot. But I know everyone's gonna be after that Doctor Doom, and I think that's everyone's biggest thing right there, is that the Doctor Doom and the Wolverine and the Spider-Man. Here's the thing, we got another Spider-Man. Yay! Does he have the dual printed boots? Because if not, what is the point? Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of pictures of that. Looks like an Iron Man, Spider-Man. Look, single printed leg. So same Spider-Man we've got now for a couple years. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe drop the price a little bit for that one. Just here's the thing. I don't get me wrong. I love Spider-Man. I've got 50 million of them at this point. That's an exaggeration, okay? But I've got a lot. Why? Because he comes in pretty much every single set, and it's the same one. Yeah, I just change it up a little bit. We got the Lego City Advent Calendar, which is pretty cool. This one without the IP aspect of it is $35. Not bad. This one's kind of cute. Ooh, wow, that's a lot. A lot of toys, like a workbench, all sorts of stuff. This looks this looks a lot of fun. You know what? I love this because if we ever get, oh my god, I can't remember his name from Fortnite, Jacko Soldier, I think, but it's like not Jacko Soldier, it's Frosty Soldier. It's kind of like that, where we've got all this aspect together. You could make a Fortnite character out of that. This is nice. I kind of dig this, like that train build. Yeah, this could be something that's actually pretty cool. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, oftentimes trying to get it to go back. We do have a Disney Princess Advent Calendar. Okay. And that's done in, it looks like the Lego Friends scale, possibly. Yeah, no. They have the Lego Friends heads, but they're done. I don't think I recognize this particular body type, because most of the time I see it, it's like Friends, Lego Friends. But it looks like a little bit different body type. I can imagine there's some little girls that would love this. There's Dreidel there. That's interesting. But I don't know. I'm not digging that body type. I really don't. And I don't know if those arms don't like they move. Yeah. No. Okay. That's enough of that one, right? It's... Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that one. But again, price going up because it's an IP. I know they're already pre-ordering the Pokemon sets. We got the Shrek minifigs. I should make a different video for that. Here's the thing. I don't really, and I'm going to take a lot of flack for this, I don't really like Shrek. The best Shrek thing I saw was the school that I used to work with years ago did a Shrek musical. They did great at $4.99. I mean, I get it. It's IP'd. The Prince Charming and I think the Wizard are kind of the only two I'm even looking at. Maybe the Dragon, because I'm just going to pour that into the fantasy stuff. The Prince Charming to me looks great because he looks like a prince. He's got a great sword, and the Wizard looks pretty cool too. But the rest are just, I don't know, they're a little goofy. I don't know. I might get Puss in Boots just because I like Puss in Boots, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Then we got the Gustav Klimt, The Kiss, famous painting, really cool looking piece. But $300. But it's also got 4,000 pieces to it, so that makes sense. We got that Batmobile tumbler, and it's the large Technic size scale one. I get it. $189.99, $190, almost $200. I mean, I have the Tumbler Batmobile set that's kind of like the Speed Champion size that I got from my buddy Tony X. I need to build that. I need to build that. I've been kind of waiting a while, but I wanted to build it with him on a live, and he's been busy, and I have not gotten around to it. All right, this is something I'm very interested in. So we got that classic beach streetcar, $75. I like this. I think this would be kind of cool. I have tracks and stuff, and I know like the Lumabricks trolleys. I've got some other things that use that standard track. I actually thought about on my coastline building in a tram sort of thing with the Lumabricks to kind of run a track down all the way to the coast to where the mech station's going to be. This could be a really nice kind of build to put in there as well for a pier and everything. I like this. I like this a lot. I love the beach vibe. I love the seal, and like to me this is cool. I really dig this a lot. It's 693 pieces. I mean, I don't know if I'd really want to spend $75. I could put this on like a Christmas list thing. But I like this. This is pretty cool. Looks like 5 minifigs, some animals. I would be good with that. Yeah, I dig this one a lot. This is cute. And it does use that track. You can see it right there. Yeah. Simple. Here's the thing. It's simple. It's quaint. Sometimes we want simple and quaint. We got the La Carina, 140. It's a cool build. Oftentimes I don't do too much of the model builds. The life size stuff or the big builds, they're kind of hit and miss with me. That one's pretty cool, especially if I wanted to have that decor up. But yeah, we got the iconic Ferris wheel. Now this is surprisingly 916 pieces, only $100. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that. Then we got a vintage steam train at $90. Okay, 575 pieces. It's looking pretty cool. There's a lot of like interesting things there. Now they're doing the Mighty Machines. So kind of like how we did the Indy Racers, we've got the Mighty Machines. So like the small blind box sort of builds of it is kind of what we're doing, and it's Technic builds. I kind of like that they're doing this. I wonder how much of like gears and Technic stuff we're going to have involved in this. honestly, I would be willing to grab a majority of these because I think that could be a lot of fun. Okay, so we got the music decor piano with cat. That's a nice looking set. $50. I'm not seeing, so far I haven't seen anything that feels like a creator set. Oh, 3-in-1 creator. Okay, so this is the 3-in-1 creator. What else do they have? Or radio, the cat piano, or a record player. That's cute. That would actually be kind of a cool set, I think. $50 is not bad. Alright. Now we got a dump truck and front end loader. Oh, if I had the 130 to dump on this would be cool. Because look, the fact that you get the trailer and the sign, the construction stuff, this is actually pretty cool. I can imagine that there's probably a kid that this would be like A+ Christmas for them. Look, that is cool. That one comes out August, so that one's coming up. That's a nice set. Alright, and then we got the Ultimate Dragon Battle for Ninjago. Looks pretty stellar. $200. The Lava Land Roller Coaster Park, which is pretty cool. $100. Okay. That's actually not a bad price either. 1,165 pieces. Got the Chicken Jockey. Honestly, I don't do these sets, but I might actually buy that. That's ridiculous. $30. Yeah. The Harbor Freight Train and Crane. This is awesome. But it's 110. 110 for 803 parts. But you do get train. And I think you got train, crane, truck, work crew, and some track. It makes sense. Pretty cool. Dodge Viper, another Technic build. That's 65. That's not bad. Compare that to like the Tumbler. I mean, I personally, for me, I'd want the Tumbler over this, but I would be okay with that. Let's see. Let's load some more. Hut Palace Sentry Droid Showdown. Okay, now this is from the new Mandalorian movie. $50. I have not gotten to watch it. I feel bad. I wanted to watch it in theater. I didn't get to, so I'm gonna have to wait until it streams. It kills me because I really wanted to see it. We got the pizza delivery experience with vehicles. Okay. Got a drone. Nice. They're doing drones now. A bike and a car. Pretty cool. But here's the thing. It doesn't feel like a pizza shop. It feels like a pizza outdoor stand. But I think I'd want it to have kind of a storefront to it. This cozy fall forest cabin. Okay. Not much on Friends. But 110, look at that set. That is beautiful. I love the fall colors in this and the way they're building those trees. Very nice. Oh, that chimney with the block work on it. That is cool. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. It doesn't open. I think it's open to the back though. That's the only thing. We got a bunch of Friends there. A bunch of accessories. Yeah, look. It opens up on the back. Killing me, Smalls, because for me, I do like having my sets dollhoused, modular, that sort of thing. I like having them like closed off. Okay, custom garage Ford Mustang GT, pretty nice. 100. Drive-through car wash, which I know this is for a lot of people who do Lego City builds. This is one that a lot of people are going to be after, and it makes sense. $60, okay. I mean, it looks pretty good. I wonder if it's closed in all the way or not. Let's take a look, see if we can get the back. It is. Wow. See, now this is what people are wanting, where you have both sides are closed in. You can drive them through. It's got a play feature, fans. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I could see, I could get behind that. That is pretty nice. Heart Lake City Grand Hotel, 150. And that's a Friends set. I can already tell it's open on the back. The Ferrari, Okay, so 65. Timmy and Tommy's Fun Day Out looks pretty cool, and of course that's a bigger Animal Crossing set. So I was building Animal Crossing. I've dismantled a lot of them at this point, but I would want it probably to scale to everything else. Mermaid Roller Coaster Ride looks pretty cool, 110. Creative Flower Shop. This actually looks pretty nice. $30, I could get behind that. It is open on the back. It is a friend set. But this would be something that this would almost be worth getting two to module them together. Build like a little kind of set together to build like a whole shop. Get rid of the friends. I don't know. Because I have a lot of the Lego friends. I just kind of put them in the backgrounds of things. Like, hey, I need some people in a building, and I don't want them out with everyone else. I'll put them in the background, and that's where they're gonna stay, walled up. We've got the Battle at Dragon's Blades, pretty cool. Now we've got that Ninja Charger 50. I've talked about this, $90. I don't know. Passenger jet's pretty cool. $30. That's actually not a bad price. It's a little small, boxy. This Zilvar Grimtack and Dragon Beast, I'd get that. $20. That is super cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, no, that's a cool set. That is a cool set. Let's see, we got more. We got the Land Bounty, Wildfires Transforming Dragon Mech, $130, $90. Creative 3-in-1 ramps with vehicles, candy, cupcakes, Ferris wheels. Lots of really cool stuff. Spinning flower fairy teacup ride, $40. There's a part of me that doesn't understand how that's $40, but and this one's $50. Still kind of wondering about that. Forest Tea Party, I'd probably pick one of those up. Nature Glamping Cabin, that would be cool, probably to rebuild some stuff in. But 25, that's 25 for 295 pieces. That feels a little steep. Just saying. Kai and Cole's Combiner Vehicles, we got $40 on that. Kitty's Fairy's Garden House, $15. Let's see what else. We got Lloyd's Dragon Mech. I'd probably be getting that one. I usually get a lot of the $10 mechs when they come out, so I just got. Oh man, not Kai, not Lloyd, not Cole. Oh my goodness, I'm killing myself right now trying to think of who it is. Oh my god, it comes in the blue. Of course, Lloyd Jay. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, I got Jay's mech, and it was the Jay's mech, and it was like a one of the mutant mechs too, which I thought was pretty cool. Shadow's mech, I've got some kids that are gonna want that for sure. Zane's Ice Dragon Battle, which looks pretty cool. That'd be kind of cool to get. I do have Lloyd's dragon, so. The Koala Habitat Care Center looks pretty cool at $65. Tails Tornado, okay, and it's using some pretty interesting parts. Animal Building Game, I might look into that, but it's $50. That's a little pricey. Discovery Force of Wild Animals. We got Creative Colorful Bricks. Pizza Truck at $15. It's interesting. Fairy Roller Coaster and Tea Party. The X-Files. Now everybody's after this one, but I've heard that people are already upset because there's some, like, Smoking Man doesn't have, a cigarette, which I wouldn't expect them to put in. But then there's some other things that they're just kind of upset about. I don't know. I like the X-Files, but I'm not gonna spend $200 on a set for it. Colorful Creative Box. Glad that we're still getting those. Red Keychain. I kind of like that. I actually would probably get that. Put that on my bag. Hubble Space Telescope, which is pretty awesome. 140. Norbert, which is pretty cool, 50. Mosasaurus Dinosaur Boat Attack. Okay. There's quite a bit here. Rizkawa Hanging Garden Pothos. Halloween Pumpkin Lantern, which is nice. I would get this just for that little minifig, because I'm still wanting to put the Monarch's Black Ghost, or the Black Monarch's Ghost set back together. Halloween Skull Candle. I like the Halloween stuff is cute. Oh, that's cute. A red panda. 30. We got this. Looks awesome. Now, growing up, I had a Technic bike, and my neighbor, who I'm really good friends with, he also had the same bike, but it was one of the first Technic bikes. It was a yellow dirt bike that came out. That reminds me a lot of that. We got a colorful lantern, which looks pretty cool. This Boba Fett looks amazing, and I would want this, but at 170, I just not sure I can get behind that. Olivia Rodrigo's dual guitar. I don't really care anything about Olivia Rodrigo, so for me, these are kind of like, kind of pour over them. I mean, they look like cool sets, but yeah. The Sagrada Familia, the church there, $800. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, $800. Got some shorts, got some shirts. Okay, I guess that's it at this point. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, that's it. So that's kind of the last thing to come out. This is supposed to be out when? November 1st. Okay, so yeah, there's quite a bit. There's like, what, 80? Well, let's subtract 4. So we got 81 products, subtract 4. You're looking at 77 new sets. Pretty cool stuff. I like that Christmas advent calendar. It's pretty cool. That classic beach streetcar, that might be going on my wish list, because I really like the look of this. This would be cool to kind of build from. But yeah, hey, listen, that's all I got on this. This is lots of cool new sets coming out. I appreciate what they're doing. I like that they're kind of coming out with some different things. I do feel like the beach streetcar probably should have come out a lot earlier in the summer, but August 1st, not bad. I dig this. Really haven't seen anything on the Pokemon sets, and that's kind of weird, but hey, it is what it is. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications to be alerted if anything comes from me to you. Comment down below and like this video. It helps YouTube know that you like what I'm making. Want to help out the channel? Be sure to get something out of the affiliate link down below or in the shop in the link tree in the bio. Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build and happy brick hunting.